today we are going to learn a new lesson from your book Moral Science and chapter number 3. Alright, so the chapter name is kindness. Alright, first of all, let us try to understand what is the meaning of kind. Okay, what is the meaning of kind? Kindness is the act of being nice, good, or helpful to someone. For example, if somebody is falling down or somebody needs our help, if we go and help that person, that is what we are showing our kindness to that person. It means being good, being nice to that person. So now in your lesson number 4, alright, in your lesson number 4, you can see in page number 19, alright, in page number 19, some pictures has been given over here. So, and the questions have been asked in your book. What happens in the first picture? This is the first picture you can see. So, what happens in the first picture? The lady slipped and she fell down. Alright. Next, what did the lady slip? Why did the lady slip and fall? Because there was a banana peel. Now, the next is, what are the children doing in the second picture? Now you can see the second picture, what are the children are doing there? They are playing and laughing. Some of the children are laughing at the back side. Alright. Now, who helps the lady to get up? The last question is, who gets the lady to help up? Now, who is the lady? Who helps the lady to get up? One children, she came towards the lady and she helped the lady. So, who is kind in this story? Okay, now from the story you can see that, okay, you can say and you can think that who is kind in this story. Alright, one lady, she fell down and one child came towards the lady, and she helped the lady. So in that case, who is kind here? The child, the girl who came over to help the lady. She is showing her kindness towards the lady. Alright, now let's come to the story. In your chapter number 4, the story name was kindness. Here, the story is about the shepherd boy with the flute. The shepherd boy with the flute. Flute, everybody you know, you can say in Hindi, you can, like for example in Hindi, what did you say is basuri. Alright, what did you say in the flute is a basuri. Commonly people know about that. That is a musical instrument. And that flute, alright, that instrument is made up of a small bamboo, alright, it is made up of a bamboo, and it is having a small holes through which the sound comes out and it makes a music. So, the shepherd boy with the flute, the story is about the shepherd boy and with the flute. Shepherd boy, shepherd, what do you understand by shepherd here? What do you understand by shepherd here? Shepherd means the one who takes care of a sheep. Alright, so that is a shepherd boy. Okay, the boy used to look after the sheep. Now let me go to the story. You can look to your book, page number 19. Okay, now in this story, the shepherd boy with the flute. Alright, some of the characters has been mentioned in your story. So what are the names of those characters? Anis, landlord, the old man, white rabbit, the tree, sun. Alright, so now let's go through the story. Anis was a shepherd boy. As I've already mentioned you, as I've already explained about what is the meaning of shepherd. Anis was a shepherd boy. He loved to play his bamboo flute. Alright, after the day's work was over, the poor villagers would sit around Anis and hear him play. Alright, what is the story is telling? That Anis loved playing flute. So when he used to play the flute, alright, some of his friends, okay, the villagers come around him and they used to sit and they used to listen the music. And Anis' landlord was jealous, alright. Landlord was jealous and angry of both the boy and his flute. Now here, landlord. What is landlord means? The one who owns the land, alright, or a building or any part of a property, alright. The person who owns that. Anis' landlord was jealous and angry of both the boy and his flute. It means the landlord was not kind to Anis. Next is, he would scold him, "You little wretch, do I pay you to sit there playing the flute? Alright, the landlord come to Anis and he started scolding him. Right, you are good for nothing. Did I pay you for playing the flute? Alright, he scolded like that. And you go to the next page, page number 20. Here, what happened in the next day? One day, the landlord gave Anis a terrible beating. Alright, the landlord gave Anis a terrible beating, means he got a beating from the landlord. Now, he turned him out of the house and stamped on his flute. It means the landlord, what did he do is, he stamped the flute. Okay, he stamped the flute, which was very lovely to Anis. It was very close to Anis and he loved using that musical instrument. Alright, the landlord, he stamped and he broke the flute because he was very jealous. Now, poor Anis wandered in the fields and tears trickling down his face. He was very sad. He was wondering what happened. He met an old man sitting under a big thorny tree. Now, when Anis was very sad after his flute was broken, alright, suddenly he saw an old man sitting under a big thorny tree. Alright, a very big thorny tree. Alright, there one old man was sitting. What happened there? Hello, what's the trouble, young fellow? The old man go to Anis. Alright, this is Anis and this is the old man. Alright, the old man asked Anis, hello, what's the trouble, young fellow? It means, what happened? Why are you so sad? Okay? Why are you crying? The old man asked, stroking Anis' head. Alright, stroking Anis' head means he was moving his head and asking that, why are you so sad? Grandpa, I am Anis. What? Anis replied over there. Grandpa, I am Anis, a shepherd. The landlord beat me, turned me out of the house and trampled my lovely flute to pieces. Anis began crying again. Alright, he was very sad because he loved the flute very much and he loved playing that instrument. Now, what happened when he was so sad and crying? The old man, okay, Grandpa told him that not to cry, don't cry, and took Anis to his house. And there, what did the old man do? He made a new flute, a new bamboo flute, and taught him new tunes to play. Alright, after that, what happened? The old man, he made a bamboo flute, new flute, and he also was teaching Anis new tunes. Alright, and he was very happy after that. Now, Anis could play more beautifully than ever. Even the animals in the forest came and sat around him, listening to him quietly and never wanting to leave. Alright, what happened when he already learned new tunes from his grandfather, from grandpa. After that, what happened? He was very happy. He was playing the flute very nicely, and because of that, the birds, okay, in the village, in the forest, all they gathered and they were listening to him quietly. Okay, one day the landlord called his 3 lazy sons. Remember that how many sons he had? 3. Alright, 3 lazy sons, and he told them about the dream which he has dreamt last night. Now, what was his dream? Last night he told that, last night I dreamt of a beautiful rabbit. Alright, he dreamt of a beautiful rabbit with white as snow, with a black spot on its forehead. Alright, the rabbit was having a black spot on his forehead. You can look on your book, which is given in page number 21. So, what happened after that? I will give my fields to whoever catches it. Okay, the landlord told his 3 sons that if anybody who catches that rabbit, he will give his fields. Okay, he will give his property. Now, what happened the next day? The eldest son set off on his way. It means the eldest son, alright? First, second, and third. This is the eldest one. The eldest son, okay? The eldest son, he went on his way for searching the white rabbit. Alright? Then what happened on his way? After a while, an old man came towards him and asked, "Young man, where are you going?" Alright? When the elder son was going in search of the rabbit, what happened there in the way? He met an old man came towards him and asked, "Young man, what you are doing and where are you going?" The eldest son told him he was looking for a white rabbit. Okay, he replied that to the old man that he was searching for a rabbit with a black spot. "Go to the forest," said the old man. What did the old man say? The old man said to the elder son, "Go to the forest, and Anis is looking after my cattle there. Tell him what you want and he will help you." Alright, what did the old man told the elder son? That you go to the forest and you will find your Anis is there. He will help you out to search the rabbit. Now the eldest son went into the forest now. Now what happened? Found Anis there. He found Anis. You remember Anis, right? Anis and asked him for his help. The elder son was asking help to Anis. Then, of course, Anis smiled. Anis smiled and he said, "Of course, I can help you to find the rabbit. Come this evening, bring us 1,000 strings of money to pay for it." What did Anil told him? That if you want the rabbit, I will search it for you. You bring money to pay for it. Alright, strings of money means a bundle of money. Then what happened in the evening? The son returned to the forest with the money and found Anis sitting on a tree stump. Tree stump. Stump means a tree which has been cut off. Alright, a tree which has been cut off, and there he was sitting. Alright, and there he was sitting. What happened there? Playing his flute. He was playing his flute. Then little animals were around him listening to the music. When he was playing the flute, little animals were sitting and they were listening to his music. The white rabbit with a black spot on his forehead was also there. And while all the animals were sitting and listening to his music, that time what happened? The white rabbit was also present over there. Then what happened after that? Anis put down his flute. He put down his flute, picked the rabbit up its long ears and gave it to the eldest son. Hold it tightly. Then what happened? Anis gave that rabbit to the eldest son. What happened the next? We turn to the next page, page number 22. The eldest son paid the money and thanked Anis. The eldest son paid the money and thanked Anis. He said, "Thank you, Anis, for finding me the rabbit." He was about to leave the forest when he heard Anis playing the flute again. Alright, he was about to leave the forest when he heard Anis playing the flute again. As soon as the rabbit heard the music, alright, when the eldest son was carrying the rabbit and moving toward his home, what happened there suddenly? When again Anis was playing his flute, the rabbit heard the music, and after then it leaped from his hand and ran away. After listening that music from Anis, the rabbit leaped out from his hand and he ran away. Then what happened? The eldest son went home empty-handed, alright, and told his father what had happened. He could not catch the rabbit anymore. The second son. Now the second son. Alright, this is the first son, which I've already told he could not find the rabbit. He could not catch the rabbit. Now the second son. The second son said, "Father, don't worry, I will catch it tomorrow." Next day, the second son went and the same thing happened. Okay, the second son went and the same thing happened. Alright, he could not catch the white rabbit. Again, in the third son, next day again the youngest son, that is the third son, went and the same thing happened to him again. The landlord was very angry. His sons had lost 3,000 strings of money. "You fools," he cried, "I shall go and catch it myself." The landlord said that he himself will go and catch the rabbit. Then what happened is he was very frightened. Alright. The next day when the landlord went to catch the rabbit, he saw that so many animals were coming towards him, and he was very frightened, very scared. Okay, very scared. He was very frightened. He fell to his knees and pleaded, "Anis, my lord, save me. I promise to give you anything you want. Don't let them to eat. Don't let them eat me." Okay, he said that, don't let them eat me. Alright, the landlord, he pleaded, he said, "Please, Anis." He said, "Please, Anis, you spare me, you leave me so that the animals will not harm me." Then Anis said, "Very well, I will spare you." Okay, and then Anis replied to that, "Very well, I will spare you." It means I will let you go. But you must never bully poor folk again. Alright, what did Anis say? You must never bully poor folk again. When you get home, you must give half of your land to the poor villagers. Is that clear? See, it is very clear from the story how Anis is showing his kindness towards the animals. Alright, and what did he do is, he told the landlord that when you go back home, alright, he must give half of his land to the poor villagers, to the poor villagers. Okay? Yes, the landlord rose to his feet and fled home. The next day, he called the villagers and gave half of his land to him. So this is what the story is about. Alright? Anis, the landlord, okay, he met an old man when his flute has been broken by the landlord. Okay, and after that, he enjoyed his life very well. So from the story, you can see that the landlord was never kind to Anis, but Anis was always kind to those who was with him. Alright, not only for those who helped him, but for all the poor villagers he helped. Alright, and some more, you can do your classworks at home, students. The question answers will be given to you in your mobile app, your school app, and you can enjoy it by putting different colors. Thank you, class. You be safe and stay at home, all of you.
Stay home, stay safe, do it for yourselves, do it for your family, do it for India. Let's break the chain of COVID-19. Hum hong ye kamyab. Jai Hind.